Hi guys, and welcome to this week's episode of Wellness Wednesday, and I'm Allie, your hostess of Wellness Wednesday. And today we're going to talk to you about why the scale lies, or why you shouldn't really use it as a barometer of how well you're doing if you're trying to meet your weight loss or your physicality goals. Why? Well, body fat and muscle, they weigh different amounts. And a lot of times the biometrics that we're given to judge our success are given through the scale or through a measuring tape, as you see right here as I drop it on the floor. Well, the measuring tape, that's going to go ahead and that's going to measure our circumference or shape of our body. I kind of think of our body the same way that I think about vases. Okay, both of these particular vases have the same shape and the same structure. However, the contents inside each shape are different. Okay, so when I look at that, I look at the difference between, let's say, BMI or body fat. They are not the same thing. BMI simply means your height and your weight, and then it's given a classification based on that. So you could be underweight, you could be normal weight, you could be overweight, or you could be obese, and no one wants to hear that word. On the same token, we can look at body fat, or what's on the interior of that structure, much like what's inside each one of these vases. And that particular measurement really takes a look at different areas of the body. And once we add those numbers together, we can classify you by your gender and by your age group. And then we can come up with a clear idea of how well or how healthy your body is actually responding to outside influences and inside influences. So your body fat really is the ratio of body fat to muscle that exists within each container. So case in point, when we take a look at it, I have two different obviously objects inside each of these same containers. They're filled to the same height. Structurally, they're exactly the same. But you'll notice in one of them, I have sponges cut up. Okay, that's representative of body fat. Body fat will take up the same space as our housing unit. However, it doesn't hold anything that's dense or tight or toned. It just kind of webs in there. A lot of times excess body fat can trap hormones and it can trap calories, which again makes our weight loss or body toning goals very resistant to change. However, in this particular vase, I have it filled with river rocks. Obviously, they're harder, they're denser, they're stronger. This would be representative of the protein or the muscular build of the body. Well, this is going to be heavier. When I place them on a scale, this one measured 3.2 pounds. This one measured 0.8 ounces. There's obviously a very big difference in weight when I look at the two. However, for me, I definitely want to be filled with the muscle versus the body fat. Then we can also look at shape and size change. So a lot of times what I have is I have two different balls that I will present to my clients. One of them is shorter and rounder and firmer, and the other one is obviously larger and wider. So asking which one we want to be when we look at weight loss goals, most people are going to go towards the smaller, tighter, rounder ball. However, this is a 10-pound medicine ball. This is approximately 2 to 3 pounds of a basketball. So again, this one is lighter. On my scale, I'd measure more success, but I'm not going to necessarily see it in my size and my shape. However, if I was eating clean and going for exercise and working out regularly, I may not see the scale move, or I may see it actually go up because the weight of the muscle is larger than that of what is carrying on in body fat. So here I'm lighter, here I'm heavier, but this one looks more appealing. So the object or the moral of the story is we want to make sure that you know what's inside counts. That's most important, because if you are maintaining a healthy lifestyle and you are eating clean and you are physically moving, you're doing all of the things that health requires. At the end of the day, it may not always read that way on the scale, and we certainly don't want you to be discouraged or think that if the scale goes up despite you doing the wrong things, that it's an okay green light for you to sabotage yourself. So until then, I want you to make sure that you take care of yourself and take care of each other, and catch our other videos on YouTube on Why Weight Wellness Vids for more up-to-date information, and we will keep bringing you the information that's important to you. Until then, I hope you have a great rest of the week.